Can continue on 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 24. And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord Yahweh, and thy words, because I feared the people and obeyed their voice. But you's the king. How the hell you go fear the people? You understand? You supposed to fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. You ain't supposed to fear them. You supposed to do what Yahushai tell you to do. I mean, the Most High, Yahweh, because it was the Lord Yahweh that gave them that commandment, you know. Let me go in the book of Genesis. Let me go in the book of Apocrypha. This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 2, verse 15. It says, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. So Saul didn't fear the Lord in that time, in that sense. He feared the people because he cared about what they think was right. You know? They say, boy, so you go kill all these nice best sheep. You understand? And he went and he listened to what the people say instead of what the Heavenly Father said. So the Lord was like, nah, you ain't fit to be the king of Israel. I give you a commandment to kill all the Amalekites. Everything, man, woman, child, babies. And you spare the best of the sheep and you let our God live. You ain't fit to be the king of Israel. So that's why he took the throne and he gave it to David. Alright? You understand? Reading it again, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. So if Saul that feared the Lord during that time, he would not disobey Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. He would be like, you know what? Hey, the Lord said to kill all of them. Kill all of them. You know, don't spare none of them. Slay all. This is what he should have did. And maybe if he did that, he would have still be, you know, the king of Israel. Alright? Because the Lord didn't make him the head of the people. He was the first king of Israel. He probably would have been the first. Alright? And it would not be Judah, probably would not be the head. It would probably be Benjamin. But this is what happens when you rebel that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And it was all script anyway from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It was the Lord who set it up anyway. Alright? The Lord already set up King David to rule, to take the kingdom from Saul. Because the things aforetime are written for our learning. Alright? You don't want to be rebellious to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So the Lord ended up rejecting Saul because of what he did. You know? Going back in the book of 1 Samuel. Go back here. So yeah, that was basically it, you know. Let me go in Genesis. This is what he should have had. He should have think like Abraham, our forefather. Now this is Genesis chapter 22. I'll start at 1. It says, and it came to pass after these things that the Lord did tempt Abraham and said unto him, Abraham. And he said, behold, here am I. Here I am. And he said, take now thy son, thine only son, Isaac, whom thou lovest. Now notice, the Lord is doing the Lord is putting it in his face, like, take your only son that you love, right? And get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of. And what did Abraham did? Did Abraham want and say, my only son, Lord? I could get, 5 rams and 50 lambs without blemish, without scab and without blemish, to sacrifice unto you. Please, not my son, not my only son Isaac. He ain't said that. What did he did? It says, and Abraham rose up early in the morning and saddled his ass, and took 2 of his young men with him, and Isaac his son, and clave the wood for a burnt offering, and rose up and went unto the place of which God had told him. So he didn't even question the Lord. He didn't even question Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He just get up and do it. Just do it. The Lord tell him to do something, he get up and do it. And Saul didn't have that mindset when the Lord told them to kill all the Amalekites. If Abraham was in that state, Abraham would have did it. He would have slain all the Amalekites. He would have did what the Lord tell him to do. Alright? Then on the 3rd day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said unto his son, his young Salakiah, and Abraham said unto his young men, abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship, and come again to you. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand and the knife, and they went both of them together. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father, and said, my father. And he said, here am I, my son. And he said, behold, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? He was the lamb. He was the lamb that's going to be sacrificed. Hey, and that showed you that's Yahushua in his past life. He was going to, Abraham was going to sacrifice Isaac. And Abraham said, my son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together. Alright. And when you could read it yourself, he was going to sacrifice Isaac his son, and an angel of the Lord came, and look at here. And the angel of the Lord called unto Abraham out of heaven the 2nd time, and said, by myself have I sworn, saith the Lord Yahweh, for because thou hast done this thing, and hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, that is blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies. Alright, so the Lord blessed Abraham. So Abraham did exactly what the Lord told him to do. He didn't say like, you know what, I will get 50 lambs without spot, without blemish, to sacrifice unto the Lord. Alright, not Isaac my son. He didn't have that mindset. Saul would have had that mindset. That's something what Saul would have done. But Abraham is not Saul, and Saul is not Abraham. Alright? I'm going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 12. And I'll say this to these bugouts who's playing this music. They ain't preparing themselves for what's coming. They're going to be destroyed. They're going to be destroyed in the coming Jacob's trouble. Alright? Because they're not seeking the Lord, and they ain't preparing themselves for what's coming. These same people who play this music. Anyway, this is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 1. It says, whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. Alright? So if Saul loved the instruction of the Lord, he would have did exactly what he said to do. He would not be blinded by the spoils. Alright? The Lord said, the Lord gave you a commandment. He said, slay everything of the Amalekites. You slay and you destroy everything. And that's simple, you know. So I'll close it off here. Giving all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect.